Sappasahunam, Sappasahunam, Sappasahunam. Intensify your practice. Again, we will chant Sappasahunam 9 times. Use deep and deep concentration. By your chanting, those vibrations are reaching out inside your lower abdomen, activating the center of health. All the vital organs inside the lower abdomen are getting that extra energy. Sappasahunam, 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 Sappasahunam. Now experience each and every letter of Sappasahunam is written in bright green color at the center of health. Sappasahunam. Bright green color, dark green color like the green grass. Each and every letter of Sappasahunam is coloring green. Take a resolution, a deeper conviction. I am completely healthy, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Reach out to the subconscious level. Repeat the sentence mentally again and again. Intensify your practice. Now we are coming back from meditation. Take 2 or 3 long and deep breaths. Inhale slowly. Exhale completely. activating all the systems of your body with a feeling of complete health, with a feeling of optimum health, with a sense of joy and happiness. Long and deep breath, gradually coming back from meditation. Conclude the meditation. Om Arham, Om Arham, Om Arham.
All have done. How was the contemplation?
It was really good, Vandanaji.
So now Rishi is with us. So he will start his session.
Hey, Jinendra, good morning. Vandavanam Swami, everyone. Vandavanam Swami.
Yes.
Happy New Year to everyone. Oh, what a beautiful way to start the first weekend of the new year. Yeah. If you have any, let me know if you have any questions before I start, anything about any specific posture. Today's topic is wellness, pain management, anything you want to share or ask, feel free to interrupt me any point. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Okay, so, gratitude to Acharya Sri for this application of, I call it wisdom, tradition, wisdom techniques in helping humanity. Again, do your, you know your body the best, and any asana practice, you do it based on without causing any harm or hurt to yourself. Okay, that doesn't mean you don't push, but don't to the extent where you start hurting your body. So we are going to focus on the spine mobilization and core stability. If you look at core stability, it's such an important thing, whether sitting, walking, standing, in any position, the core has to be really firm and strong. And spine has to be also in a straight line position. Otherwise, we have all kinds of problems. Hip problem, anything, neck problem. The spine is such an important part. So thank you, Devendra Bhai, for sharing the research. And based on that research, I'm sharing these poses that research has been done. So these are I've split the poses between the supine, which is lying on back. So let's see what are those poses. And many of these poses you're already familiar with. And if there's anything, any particular pose that you feel, hey, let's try it out, don't hesitate to unmute and ask me. Knee to chest, apanasana. Yeah, it releases the tension in the lumbar region, uh, and we'll have diagrams of each of these poses after the slide. Cat cow, basically, your back muscles, your curving convex and concave, combined with appropriate breath and the head movement. And the spinal twist, we do that in the lying down position. It's easier to do it in lying down because hold it longer. If you do it sitting down, again, listen, we are managing pain, so we don't want to create additional pain. We're asking the person or asking ourselves to do it while seated. So we start gently, reduce the pain, then maybe come back to seated position. But right now, start this supine. lying down, Supta Matsyendrasana. This is something new, Supta Padangusthanasana, which is we recline, and again I have a diagram, and try to get hold of the big toe. And if you're not flexible, which many of us are not, we go ahead and use the strap. It lengthens the hamstring and tries to stretch. The bridge pose again strengthens the glutes and hamstring to support the pelvic floor. Let's see how these look like. Something we have seen this, knee to chest. The head could be down, the head could be, as you practice more, head could be touching the knees. So that's the seat, knee to chest pose. This is the cat cow pose, Marjari Asana. The back is curved up when you're looking down. When looking up, the back is curved down, concave and convex. Supine twist. This is a good starting point where both the legs are on one side, let's say on the right side, then you are taking your abdominal, the torso to the left side, and with the head also to the left side, and you feel a gentle twist. And once you are comfortable with it, you can start with one leg. Instead of having both the legs, one leg, and which we have done, you put one leg over the other leg and then you do it. Shall I demonstrate that? Just a moment. I demonstrate that just in case. So in this case, I'm going to take my legs to the left-hand side. My torso, I shift it towards the right side, and my shoulder blade, right shoulder blade is touching the ground. My head is towards the right. And you feel the stretch in your back, mid-back, lower back. Okay. Now, after we have done this and you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and put the, let's say in this case, I'm going to put the right leg over my left. I shift it a little bit to the right, bring both the legs, they touch the ground on the left-hand side because the right knee is on the top. I can either hold it with my left hand, but the key is here, the right shoulder should be touching the ground. Keep breathing. If it doesn't touch, that's okay, but keep breathing. Attempt it, don't force it. Gravity will bring you down. With your willpower, gravity, exhalation, every exhalation, you are coming closer. Your shoulder blade is coming closer to the floor. And you may hear some crack. Many times I hear crack where the back muscles are getting stretched. And come back. Make sense? Any question?
So Ramesh Bhai, just to clarify, one was
Yeah.
both knees on top of each other, and
Yeah.
the other one was the pulling the leg down with your hands. The knees are not on top of each other.
Both are, you can use the hand to bring it close to the ground on both the postures.
Okay.
One is over the other,
Yes.
other is parallel. I mean, one next to each
Parallel
other.
meaning how is parallel?
Next to each other. I meant next to each other. Okay. Yeah, this is next to each other. I move it, I twist it.
Yes, that's one.
That's it. And if my legs are not touching the ground, what do? I have a couple of choices, right? I mean, it will touch, but if you're really tight, if the hips are really tight, I can put a block.
Okay.
And then my right shoulder, I'm focusing now on the right shoulder. It must be touching the ground. That's what creates the twist. Okay, I'm flexible, but I'm just 2 millimeters. Then I can use the support of my left hand to push it down, push the legs to the ground, keep it pushing down, and then the right shoulder blades, I focus and try to let the gravity pull it down, and with my willpower also. And now this right hand is on the ground. So you can just get the support of the right hand also to keep bringing the shoulder blade to the ground.
Okay.
Try it out if you like. Try it out.
Okay, and then you showed another one. I thought there was two. Sorry.
Yeah. And the other one is, now with the two legs, that's a good starting point. And now my hips are opening up. I'm feeling a little bit better. I make the right leg over the left. Okay.
Ah, okay.
And I move my hips a little bit to the right side so that I have some extra space to maneuver and
Got it.
bring both the legs to the ground. Here I can use the hands to continue pushing it against the ground, or if I'm already there, I don't need to worry. Just keep the hands close to me. And then the right hand is, you push it, I kind of pulling my back, my shoulder blades towards the ground and creating a twist. If you visualize it, is very similar to sitting postures. So this is
Thank you.
in sitting. What do we do? Sitting, what we do is we go ahead and stretch. Right leg is on the top. Right hand comes behind us. Let me turn around.
Yeah.
Left hand, and now this, I'm using the support of my left hand to create a twist. Pushing my legs to the left and pushing my right side away from my left side, kind of creating a twist.
Thank you, Rameshwar.
Yeah, and then we did this on the chair also, right? I don't have a chair handy, but we did it on the chair also, where that could be somebody has a challenge sitting on the floor. So you could say, okay, let us start with the chair. This is not the ideal chair, but just for the demonstration, this chair should have a gap here, okay? But let's say I'm going to sit here, stretch tall, go for the stars. Sit a little bit on the front part of the edge of the seat. Twist, grab hold of the top of the rail of the chair, and now it's creating opposite motion where using the right hand to pull and left hand to push so that your chest becomes straight. And you feel the twist in your mid back, lower back. And continue breathing. Same thing, anything you do on one side, do it on the other side. Try it out. This is such an important pose for everyone, not just for pain management, but just to be free from pain also. And release. So that's the supine spinal twist. Continue forward. This is the one. Supta, lying down. Padangustasana. The idea is to touch the toes, but if our hips are not stretched enough, we can use the support of the strap. So in this case, I'm going to turn around. The key here is few things to note. The leg needs to be straight. And your lower back, the lumbar region, lower back has to be on the ground. And now keep pulling the leg towards you. And again, your shoulders have to be relaxed on the ground. Keep pulling it towards you. Keep the leg straight. Continue breathing. Okay. Put it on the balls of the foot. Okay. The strap, don't put it arch or on the heel, but put on the ball of the foot. And keep the leg straight. Arms are straight. The lower back is on the ground. The shoulder blades are also on the ground, and they're straight. The hands are straight. One day we'll get there, where I may not be able to touch my toes, but I'll get there. Visualize to realize. We did one side, let's do it on the other side. use the strap on the balls of the foot, pull it towards me, keep the leg straight, hands straight, lower back on the ground. The other leg is relaxed and straight. Okay. Did you try? I encourage you to try while I'm demonstrating it also, so that you may have specific questions. You may be able to share some insights for the benefit of everyone. Of course, we have done this before. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasan. And we have done with the blocks also, right? For that, you may need if you feel that you need the support of a block, which is a good idea, get a cork. If you don't have cork blocks, mine is a foam block, but cork block is firmer. So what I do is bring the shoulder blades close to each other, go high as I can, grab hold of my heel, ankle, and then keep coming up. And now I want to be in this position for a longer period. I want to give some break. I can support my lower back and straighten my legs, straighten my hands, or wrap it around my head. If this is, I put it on the medium height on the block. Now you may say, no, it's a bit too high. I can reduce it. But medium is, at least, is recommended. And now I'm saying, no, I'm feeling fresh. I can do it. I want to go higher and higher and higher. I go to the max height. This is where a cork block may help more, I feel. Otherwise, the foam block may be wobbly. Again, use it to your discretion, what you want to do. And you may say, okay, I feel strong enough. I don't need it. I can use the support of my palms, pushing my hips up. London Bridge, I'm pushing it up higher and higher, tightening my core, pelvis floor, and using the upper shoulders are also supporting the weight of the weight of the back. It's on the palm, but the upper shoulders are on the ground, creating a foundation. And you can stay here for a long time. After you've done this, you may decide to say, hey, I feel strong. I can do a wheel. But again, I don't recommend wheel while you're still working out on the pain management. We've done that. This is, again, the spine, focus on spine while lying down. Bhujangasana. Locust pose, I think we did last time. I know it's a couple of weeks. So we'll try to practice again together. And child pose. So if you look at this Bhujangasana, the hips are on the ground. Use your discretion. Modify it if needed. Don't hesitate. Don't get hurt. Again, my forehead on the ground, palms close to the shoulder. I come up, baby cobra, come down. I feel strong enough. I can come a little bit higher. Then I want to stay longer. I can use the lower arms and be in the Sphinx pose, where the lower arms are supporting, you're getting extra support. But the key is your back is getting good stretch also. Now you feel, okay, I'm good enough. I feel I want to give it a try, both the legs together. Breathe in, straighten your hands, palms on the ground, hips on the ground. Keep coming up until your hands are straight or until you can do it, and looking at the ceiling. And come up. Bhujangasana. Then the next is Salabhasan, locust, which we did. Look at her hands. Again, last time I think there was a question how the hands should be. I have noticed different. Each of us has a different ability. Some may want to put the palm on the ground. Some may want to put the back side of the palm on the ground. Some may want to make a fist. So in this case, I put the back side of the palm on the ground and under the thighs, legs together, hands as close to each other as possible, chin on the ground, and I go ahead and right leg up. As high as I can, the leg has to be straight. Don't make it wobbly. Don't basically maintain the midline. Okay, don't lift it so high the hips are not square. If the hips are square, the leg will be straight and you'll be maintaining the midline. The right leg will be on the right side. And then doing the left leg, don't make it wobbly. Left leg coming straight. And now use the strength of both the arms and the core to push both the legs up. I can make a fist if I want to create extra strength and bring both the legs up. And continue breathing. And down. That's the Salabhasan. We have done this cat-cow pose. I hope we have enough time to cover all the poses. There are quite a few. Let's continue doing it. I think we have had a benefit of a lot of these poses. We have done it before. Of course, one of the best pose for many of the ailments or in general, to stretch your back, to give a heart, break your heart, activate your parasympathetic, down regulate your body. This is one of the best pose. I can't emphasize it hard enough. It's such a good, important pose. Child pose. So we have done the supine. We have done the lying down. Now we have to standing poses. Any question? Okay, we are going to do the mountain pose. There is a trick here. It looks like a very simple pose, but if you align yourself properly and strengthen both the legs, you can stand on this for a long time. And here is what I mean. And again, you may want to come off the mat also. In this case, I am going to come off. So I firm up both my legs from the hip to the ground. And the weight is on the front part of the foot, the balls of the feet, okay? It's a simple pose, but if you do it right, you can really do it longer. Interlace my finger. Okay. Stretch my hands above my head. And the shoulders are relaxed, okay? Don't strain your shoulders also. Both the legs are very firm from the hip. The thighs are really strong, really firm. And I come up. And you can actually stay for a minute or two. And this is good also. As we get older, we become wobbly, right? Lose strength. But the Tadasana is really good if you firm up your thigh muscles and ground yourself on the balls of the foot and come up and down. Even this is a good way to get started, right? You're shifting your weight. What are you doing? You're shifting the weight to the front part of the foot. The hips have to be in line as well. There's so many moving parts are there. Pay attention to it. That is why yoga is more of interior, going inside, paying attention to what is happening with different parts of the body. Chair pose, Utkatasana. We did that. Somebody said, what's the best way to get in the chair pose? You can stretch both the hands and come down with the back straight. or hands could be parallel, come down. But make sure the knees are not going very ahead in front of the toes, so that your back is also quite straight. Your weight is on the lower part of the leg and also the quad muscles. Triangle pose. This is another alignment pose, very important. The poses look simple, straightforward, right? But we want to do it right. And alignment is the key. Let's just see. Okay. What I've learned is you jump and spread as far as you can. Right toes facing the right wall. Left toes facing a little bit inside. Square my hip. Hands parallel. Scoot to the right so that my hip goes left. Both the legs are straight. I bend and my chest is open. And the hip, make sure your right hip is not going back. Bringing it in line so that it's straight. Looking at the ceiling. And then keep coming down. And then my hand could, as I go down, hand could come close to the ear. But pay attention, don't lose the hip alignment. Come up. Change the side. Left toes down the left side. Right toes a little bit inside. Hands parallel. Scoot to the left. Hip will come out on the right. Bend to the right. Bend to the left. The hands, look at the hand. Chest is open. My left hip, make sure it doesn't go back. It is coming. You're firming it up and maintaining the position so the hips are straight. And you bring the hand as close to the ear as possible. And open your chest. And come up. Release, relax. I really suggest you do it so you can see, hey, what my limitations are. Right? What my limitations are and work on the limitation. It's nothing wrong in having the limitation because we have not used certain parts of the body, certain muscles, certain areas. So we're trying to make it open. But this is a balanced pose. Alignment is key. You're stretching on the lateral side. Obliques. Warrior 2. Warrior 2 is also very important. So Warrior 2, what we are going to do is the right toe, let me face you this side. The right toe is facing right side. The center of the left leg is in a straight line. And my hips are square. Hands are parallel. Bend my leg and look over. Just my head. I'm not moving my torso, just my head moving, looking at the middle finger. Come low as possible. My left leg is quite straight and breathing in. This is a foundational pose for Warrior 3, which is a balancing pose, but this is also a good balancing pose for the pain management. Go ahead, and then I change. Left toes pointing to left. Sorry, I want to complete the sequence. The sequence goes like this. Left toe, right toe, I'm just continuing on the right side, sorry about that. Left toe is a little bit inside to the right. Bend the knee, scoot to the right, and look at my, stabilize. Look at my middle finger on the right side. Okay. Now I do a reverse warrior where my palm is facing and I twist to the left, bend to the left. Come back to the center, release. So those two, you can do it together. So in one itself, you're getting, in one pose, you're getting multiple benefits. Left toes point to the left side, right toes a little bit inside. Bend, scoot, bend, look to the middle finger of the left hand and breathe. And I can do reverse. Again, my left leg is bent. My left hand is close. I'm bending to the right so I can feel the stretch on the side of oblique area. Release, relax. Okay. The next is the tree pose. Amazing tree pose. You know, this is the balance and strengthening pose. You know, it's good that you can do the pose, but the key is, can you maintain the posture? Can you maintain the pose for long? So we are shifting the weight to one side, one leg, and make that leg, in this my case, left leg firm from my hips to the whole foot. It's firm. Like that is like you're holding on to it. And now you can go ahead and bring. Don't keep the right foot on the knee, either below the knee, above the knee. Okay. Above the knee. See, I'm wobbly, right? But if you make it firm and then come up, you are not going to be wobbly. Into the prayer pose. Find a point of focus in front of you. And if you are comfortable, you know where your body is, and then you can close your eyes, even for a fraction of a second, without losing balance. We have done many of these poses, but I want to emphasize here is the posture is very key. And then standing forward bend. Standing forward bend, there are multiple variations. Let me stop the share. There are multiple variations in standing forward bend, right? We might have done, I'm not sure. Legs maybe a couple of inches, maybe shoulder width apart, let's just say. Hands above the ground. Your hands are stitched to your ears. You lean forward. Your whole upper torso is bending. Your legs are straight. Keep coming down. If that's all I can come today, that's good. Okay, just stay there. If I feel comfortable, I can keep coming down. Gravity will pull me down. And now take both the hands under the soles of the foot and then walk. Bring the knee, let's say left knee to the left elbow, right knee to the right elbow. You're creating stretch. When you're bending one, the other leg is straight. And now you can say, okay, I'm going to create a support. The way I'm showing you, bending both the hands and resting on one or the other. The lower arms are resting, and use that as a counterweight to pull you down. Pull you down closer and closer to your toes. Counterweight to keep, and make sure you're not bending your legs. And then you're close enough, grab hold of your ankle and pull yourself close to the legs. Continue breathing all during this whole session and come back up slowly. Comments, questions, ideas you want to share to make it easier? This is an interactive experience. I want to make sure we all enjoy this and learn. Make it a fun learning experience. Okay. Yes, let me go ahead, please.
You can also use the support of the wall to do the bending and things.
Good question. You can, but important part is how far the legs are from the wall. So let's give it a try. I have been a while. Okay. Now I'm really, my whole back is against the wall. And now if I go and bend it, there's not much I can bend, right? But if I take my legs, let's say half a foot away from the wall, then I try to do it, it's easier, you see?
Mm-hmm.
So starting position is very important. I don't want you to get discouraged where you say, my legs are against the wall and now I'm not able to come down because your starting posture is not correct. But take the legs few inches away from the ground. You have nice support. You come down and now you're strong enough. You can say, okay, I don't need the support. That's a fantastic idea. If you're not sure, get the support of the wall. Keep both the foot 6 inches, 8 inches based on your height. You adjust it. Come down. I feel good. I have the balance. And now push your hips away from the wall so that you don't need the support of the wall. Make sense?
Yeah. Thank you. Sounds right.
Yes, sir. Sure. Okay. Let us see where we are. These poses, I mean, there's nothing new about these poses. But the interesting thing is to make sure you do it right. You can hold it longer. Yoga, Sthira Sukha Asanam. There's a stability in the pose. And if there is stability in the pose, it's going to bring sukha, it will bring peace.
Oh, I have one suggestion also.
Go ahead.
What said, I think Narendra Bhai said about taking the support of the wall. So if the patient is really in pain or could not do it, they can do on the chair by spreading their legs out, and you get more stretch in your lower back, and you're safer also in that case, if the person choose to do that.
Good idea. Good idea. Yeah. Thank you, Binaman. Good idea. Okay.
Because I think that will give more stretch in your spine when you bend and spreading your legs out from when you're sitting on the chair. So you get more benefits, and your body is steady, and there are not chances of falling down also in pain in that case.
Yeah. So it's a good place to start. And if you say, okay, my mobility is there, I want to strengthen it, this requires some core strength standing. So you could graduate, Binaman, correct. Start from the chair, you could graduate depending on the pain condition, you can graduate to standing. Trikonasana, you see, you take the hand, looking at the ceiling and then bringing it close to the ear. That will help you to get closer to the ground. But it's a standard, it's a graduation. Virabhadrasan, we did that. Vrikshasan, three pose. Just make sure you never put the weight, the sole of the foot on the knee. Don't want to damage your knee. That's one of the most important precautions. And here we went through how we are going to gradually come down, where our back is almost parallel, almost vertical. It's a process. May not happen overnight, but if you learn it the right way, the process will help. Learn the right process, it will help to come down. Okay, so going back to the chronic low back pain, again, this is another part of research where these poses help unstick the vertebrae, separate the vertebrae, and stretch the large muscles of the back. Cat cow, we have done that. Sphinx pose, where both the arms are on the ground when you're doing the cobra, right? Because the focus is on the back and not on the shoulder. If you're doing a regular cobra, the shoulder also comes into the picture. Here, what we are trying to do is make it easier, a little bit easier. So putting the arm, that gives you the support. Supine twist, we have done that. It releases the tension in the lower and the mid back. Child pose. As I had mentioned, the key is to bring the forehead on the ground. That is if you visualize, okay, what are the adjustments can I do if I'm limited or if whom I'm working with, they're not able to bring the forehead, you spread the leg a little bit, spread the knees. Okay, okay, that helps. Now, can I put two fists on the ground, rest my forehead? That helps. Can I bring one fist, right? We are going to gradually start removing the support. So Vajrasan, I put my knee together, my forehead doesn't touch the ground. If I try, I spread the leg, it helps, I'm still not on the ground. I make two fists and rest my forehead, it helps. Now I can touch. Now I can take one hand, one fist off. Now I can go ahead. After I've stretched long enough, I can get both. But make sure your bottom you're resting on your heel. Don't come off the heel. Now that defeats the purpose. You're trying to stretch. Stretch meaning your bottom is focused. Your one end is anchored, other end you're trying to pull down. So creating the stretch. Okay, just visualize that. Okay, I'm not trying to do posture for the sake of posture, but what is it doing anatomically? If my bottom is not touching, then yeah, this is fine. I'm really slowly. I know my bottom is touching. I slowly keep coming forward and lower on the ground. These postures are very simple, but to do it right, you have to make sure you understand what's happening in your body. And this posture, you have no limit. You can stay for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. You're giving a break to your heart. Kicking in your parasympathetics, you're going to feel very relaxed. Stretching your back. It's a panacea, I say, for so many challenges. Knee to chest we have done. Vipreet Karni, legs up the wall. And here the idea is down regulate the sympathetic nervous system, right? We have done that. This is not a shoulder stand. Legs up the wall, but your back is about 45 degrees. Let's see how it looks. This is a Sphinx pose, supine twist, child pose, knee to chest. Here, you see, there is no squeeze. There is no neck lock. There is no chin lock. So you're not squeezing your thyroid to that extent. We've done this, especially in the thyroid also. But in this case, what we are trying to do is down regulate the body, having your torso 45 degrees, legs are straight, the weight is on the lower arm. Okay. I mean, we have done it many times. Unless you have a specific question, we are going to continue forward. You can do this on the wall, Narendra Bhai, anybody else. You can start on the wall and maybe you maintain some distance. You are supporting, let's say the wall is there, right? The wall is there. So I don't know how you do it, but the way I try to come to the wall is I sit on the sideways so that I'm very close to the wall. My butt is touching one side of the butt is touching the wall, and then I lie down, and then I straighten my legs. Okay, so this is one way. Now I lift my hips up, I support my back. Okay, then I feel strong enough, I take the legs off the wall. This is all a different way to advance and come out of the posture. So the closer you sit to the wall, legs are straight, and then bring the legs to the wall, then lift your hip up. Okay, I feel good, my posture is steady, then the legs move away from the wall so that you're stable, you don't have the risk of getting injured. One thing to note, is don't move your neck. Whether it's a headstand or whether it's a shoulder stand or halasana or viparit karni, don't move your neck because that is a serious way to get injured. Okay? Be very, very cautious. Don't look anywhere else. Looking at your toes, at your body, but the head is straight. Chronic neck pain. This is something new. Even if I did good research and shared with me, these are the nice poses. Some of the poses are new in this one. We are going to do this. Let's see, neck isometrics, right? Pressing the head so that so I'm pressing on my right side, and then pushing my neck towards the right side, right? Getting the stretch. Like I'm opposing the movement, right? If I don't oppose it, my neck will move. But I'm tightening the neck so that I can withstand and my head doesn't move. I use the same thing on left side and my head doesn't move because I'm tightening it, okay? Same thing on the back, on the front. And you could use both two hands also. Got it? These are different neck isometric exercises. I would add a little bit of neck bends also, neck rolls, neck bends, bringing I think we have ears to the shoulder. And again, left ear to the left shoulder, looking at the ceiling, looking at the floor, and then creating a circular rotation around the clock and going in the opposite direction. We have done this. Do it slowly. So because remember, you're doing this because there's a neck pain. Even if you have no pain, still do it gently. Shoulder shrugs, shoulder rolls. You're moving the shoulder backward and forward in one direction, and then I change the direction, bringing it from the back to forward. And then the shoulder shrugs, bringing it close to the ears and down, away from the ears. Shoulder shrugs, also good help for neck related issues. Eagle arms, Garudasana. You can either do just the eagle arms or you can do eagle arms with Garudasana. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do that. I can sit in the Vajrasana, for example. My left hand. And the idea is that both the palms have to be, see, can you touch your palms together, right? See at what height are you able to touch your palms facing each other? That's where we want to get to, right? But the elbows have to be much higher. So how do we do it? We go ahead, and the way I do it is I bring my left hand a little bit higher and take the right hand outside and clasp it. The shoulders free up more, you're going to go higher. The higher you go, I think they recommend you go higher. People do it lower, do it at the level of the eye, do it higher. I think level of the eye is more optimal. It feels normal to me. Doing it lower, it might not be, but doing at the height of your eye height, where the palms are the eye height. In the side where the right palm is facing on the right side. So this is in Vajrasana. And if I want to do a classical Gomukhasana, where I bend the left leg and on top of it, right leg comes in, both legs are bent, then I can do it this way also. And while we are here, we might as well do Gomukhasana. So I take the strap, put it on the right side, stretch my right hand, grab hold of the strap, take my left hand behind and grab hold of the strap. Let me move it around and bring as close to the each other. Oh no, I feel good. I can do it without the strap. Straighten your both the hands, bend the right hand, left hand behind the back, palms facing away, and grab hold of the fingers and pull towards each other. Look straight. Start with the strap if you're not able to, if the fingers don't touch. And as your shoulders open up, you can go ahead and clasp them. But we are going to get there. The Karurasan, ear to shoulder, we talked about it. Thread the needle is a new pose. Oh, okay, we did this one already. Gomukhasan, we already did that, right? Any question on Gomukhasan? If sitting like this is a challenge for you, I said you can do Vajrasan. Start with that and then migrate to this cross-legged, a leg one top of the other. So thread the needle pose. How are we doing time? I have a lot more to cover, so I don't know whether I'll be able to cover it. Okay, I'm in the child pose. Let me. And then I take my left hand and thread it below my right and rest my left cheek. Left hand is out, I'm resting on the left cheek. And I'm sitting also. Make sure you're sitting on your heel. This is a fantastic way to relax. Sometimes when I'm tired sitting for long, this is a great way to relax. Get a stretch in your upper body also. Same way you can do it on the other side. I have a headset, so I'm not going to go down completely. You understand? Any question? Thread the needle. We did the Gomukhasan. Let's do the osteoarthritis. I think we have two more. I hope we can complete that. Isometric quad strength staff for Dandasan. Tadasan, we did that alignment-wise. Supported bridge, we did that. Supta Padangasthasan, we did that with the strap. So let's just see how the staff pose looks like. It looks like a very simple pose, right? Let's do it. And you'll see the nuances of this particular pose. Where the legs are straight, back has to be straight. Stretch my hands so that my backs are straight, my shoulder is relaxed. Bring the hands by the body. My toes are also vertically aligned. And I'm pushing my knees, my thighs, my calf muscle, everything down without arching my back. And if my legs are good, I want to get my back properly. I stretch my hands, interlace my thumb, lock my thumb, and straighten up. So now I hold my back straight also. This is your tightening your lower part of the body, your back is straight, Dandasan. Other way to make sure your back is straight is you put both the palms on the ground, lift yourself up, and drop down. Now you're straight. Simple pose, lot of movements are taking place. Both the legs are firm on the ground, straight, back straight, hands by the side. Dandasan. We have done through this. Fibromyalgia. I didn't know what this condition was, so I looked it up myself. I'm not a medical profession, but it's a chronic condition for pain, fatigue, and tender points. And at one point or other, most of us probably go through some pain or the other. And it's such a beneficial, this whole pain management for us as well as to help others. So we have done all these 4 poses before. I feel the hardest pose to do is Savasana, corpse pose, because you can give your break to your body, your motor nerves are stable, you're not moving, fine. But how do you make sure that you are in the present moment so that your mind is in the present and not what am I going to do after yoga? Or did I turn my kitchen on? That's the key. The monkey mind has to be with you. And that's why I say it's one of the hardest sports. But with training, you can do this. You start with few minutes, start with somebody had taught the Kayotser. Kayotser can be done for as high as a very couple of minutes or as high as 48 minutes and longer. I've heard and I've practiced Kayotser for more than an hour. You feel very different at the end of it. So I can't emphasize the importance of Savasana, corpse pose, Kayotser. Restorative bridge. Why it's restorative? Because using bolster or the blocks. Legs up the wall, we did that. Seated forward fold, we did that. Oh, we didn't do the seated forward fold. We'll try to do that. I'm going through these slides. If you have done it before, I'm just going through them. Okay, if you have any question, don't hesitate to interrupt me. And this is really good. See, it helped you what we did at the Dandasana, where our legs were straight. We used both the palms, lifted our body up a couple of inches and brought it down. Now my back is straight. I go for the stars, straighten, go for the stars. Bend from my lower back. My hands are stretched to my ears, same as what we did in the standing forward. My hands are stretched to my ears. Hands are not going to come down like this. No, I don't want to do that. Hands are stretched to my ears. I'm bending from my lower back. Whole torso is moving. And that's all I can hold. That's where I land. Fine. Getting the toes, or the calf muscles, or the ankle, whatever you are able to hold. And breathe. And with every breath, exhalation, you're going to come down. Inhalation, you're going to expand. Exhalation coming down. Inhalation, expand. Visualize to realize. And then if you say, okay, I've done enough, now I can grab hold of in my case, I grab hold of my ankle and pull myself further down. And gently come up. If you are able to do seated forward bend where the nose is touching the legs, head is touching the legs, fantastic. You're not there, visualize to realize it will happen. I didn't get there on day one. Over practice, we all can do it. Final one, I think. Headache. Such a common thing among all of us, especially ladies as well. Migraine. We are going to do the downward dog. Downward dog is also a simple pose, but a lot of things you have to be aware of, right? So first you have to make sure the legs are shoulder width apart. The hands are also shoulder width apart. And the distance between the legs and hands, you have to measure it. I don't know what I do. It's the length of my, that's it, torso. And then I push my hips towards the ceiling, the head coming close to my chest. The hips going away, going towards the ceiling, head coming close to the ground, close to the chest. You can pedal to create some stretch in your calf muscles, ankle area, and bring the head close to the chest, hips. Somebody's as if pulling your hips away from your head. is feeling so good. This posture, you do it appropriately. One way to do this in a supported way, a strap, have a strap tied to a firm post. Strap is around your waist. I don't have anything to show you here. Create a buckle, a loop, and then have this hang that one end of the strap so that it will help you it will secure one side and you can come down. Okay, so the hip is locked because it is held by this strap, and then you're coming down. Okay, so experiment. Whatever you do, be safe. Do only to the extent that doesn't cause you any injury, any harm. Those poses look simple, right? But let's do it in the correct way. I think we have done all the poses. Thank you so much. Any questions? I think we have. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ramesh bhai, Jai
On the
Jinendra.
dot. Jai Jinendra, Dinesh bhai. Happy New Year. Tell me.
I have one question about the downward dog. I practice, when I do downward dog, like you showed, your feet are, completely grounded and your palms are straight, and then you make, the downward dog pose, right? So normally what I do, I go on my toes, I bend my knees a little bit. So it helps me, push my, hip, more upward. So is that okay or not? I just want to.
But your leg is straight at the end of the day, end of the pose. So what you're saying is, I do this, my knees are bent, right?
No,
this is how you're saying. This is your starting position on all the fours. Then I lift my knees off the ground and then keep straightening until my heels touch the ground. And then I push my hips away from my head, and the head comes closer to the chest. Exactly. I think thank you for bringing it up. It's a good way to get started. Where it's supported, you're on all the fours, your toes are uncurled, you lift your toes away, knees away from the ground, keep bringing your hips up, and then you slide back, push the weight back, and the heels on the ground, and the head close to the chest. This is a great pose for stretching as well. Any other question? Dinesh, did I answer it? Yeah.
No, I think you answered it. All I was saying, in addition to what you had shown, I normally bend my knees a little bit, so I can push my hip, more upward. That's
yeah, but it needs to be straight afterwards.
Yeah, afterward, yes.
At the end of the pose, your leg has to be straight.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, I started with the bent knee, and then I slowly kept my hips up, and the legs are straight.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Dinesh bhai, you will get in 4 weeks practice, your legs will be straight automatically.
Okay.
Once your heels touch the ground,
you strengthen your core and your knees. The body will start, supporting you, and you will get the exact pose by practice.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other comments? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Vandavinam Swami, I am done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramesh bhai. You did a great job.
Thank you, Ramesh bhai.
Thank you,
Thank you. Jai Jinendra, everyone.
Jai Jinendra, and Happy New Year to everyone.
For wonderful sessions, very energetic sessions. All people get good energy just by listening to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Good luck. I know you have your midterm coming up, I believe.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.